I've always been a little reluctant to review Rihanna on this show because, you know, she could be my girlfriend, you know, if she wanted. You know, in fact, Rihanna, if you're out there listening, if you ever need... What the hell are you doing in my house?
The door's open.
Ah! How did you get in here?
Where the hell are the lights, man? I can't see a fucking
No,
thing.
no, don't turn on the lights!
Turn on the lights!
No!
Look, everyone, I'm Todd in the shadows.
Oh, no, that's even worse.
No,
that's even worse. Hey, I've always been curious. What is that thing anyway?
Oh, the computer monitor?
Yeah.
Oh, that thing that's always in the back of my videos, that's my projection system. I play movies on this computer here, and it projects on this screen over here.
Oh, that's badass. Dude, we should watch something.
Oh, okay, but I'm only really interested in movies if they star a famous pop star.
Oh, alright, that's fine. Alright, we can work with that. Hey, Roses. What's your favorite pop star who ever had his own movie?
I'm so glad you asked. It's no secret that I adore the Monkees. The sitcom as well as the music from the episodes bring back such good memories. For most people, the Monkees were just another boy band concoction who didn't play their own instruments. But what most people didn't know is that they could play their own instruments, but were not allowed to on the show. Actually, when they toured, they all sang and played their own instruments, but nobody seemed to care about that. The controversy led up to what the Monkees claimed to be their biggest accomplishment, their 1968 movie entitled Head.
When you think about it, it actually kind of makes sense. After all, the Beatles already had 2 comedy classics under their belts, and Elvis was making 2 new movies every week. Think how good a rock movie they can make with a band who are actually experienced actors. So let's pop this movie in and get ready for some wacky monkey hijinks in Head.
Did Mickey Dolenz just throw himself off a bridge?
Did we miss something? We haven't even had any credits yet. Are there credits?
No, it's just more of this.
And gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen,
It's just this one joke which doesn't end, and then Mickey kills himself.
No, it's okay. Look, see, he's okay and we get our first song. The Porpoise Song, written by famed songwriting team Jerry Goffin and Carole King.
I want to add that this song is in no way a ripoff of Strawberry Fields Forever. It sounds nothing like Strawberry Fields Forever. Who said this sounds like Strawberry Fields Forever? I sure didn't say anything about Strawberry Fields Forever. And Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds? I've never even heard of that song. Hey, we're the Monkees. People say we monkey around. Too busy.
Well, okay, you guys, I'm heading over to Paul Revere in the Raiders' house.
Hey, we are the Monkees. You know we love to please. A manufactured image with no philosophies.
Oh wow, it's like a gigantic fuck you into the face of their fans. It's like, hey, we're the Monkees. We suck. Here's the movie we were paid to make. Enjoy, these ingrates.
Well, I mean, it's, at least it's, like, kind of zany.
What the hell is up with this movie, Roses?
Yeah. What you have to realize is that the Monkees were actually really heavily criticized at this point in their careers. The year before, the Monkees were at their peak in popularity, but after Nesmith leaked that they didn't play their own instruments, their success slowly dwindled, and it even seemed like the respect for themselves had tapped out. In 1968, Monkees creators Bob Rafelson and Bert Schneider teamed up with the Monkees and screenwriter Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson?
Yep, Jack Nicholson. They all sat in a room, got high, and wrote Head, a political and satiric expression that was supposed to breathe life back into the Monkees. It was intended to be as far from the Monkees sitcom as it could possibly be. Unfortunately, the advertising for Head was abysmal, and fans, expecting a wacky Monkees hijinks movie, were left walking out of the theaters disappointed.
Okay, well that part of the chant when they promised it was going to be fun is not going to be borne out by the rest of the film. This whole thing is like a Monty Python movie, except I don't get any of the jokes. Like, why is Peter Tork, a soldier in the trenches, being tackled by a linebacker? Why is there a giant Victor Mature following him around? Why?
I'm not sure what this movie's trying to be. Am I supposed to be smiling? No. Good. Perhaps they wrote the symbolism so deep that only they understand it. Hello? Monkees! Do you want to let us in on what you're thinking here?
half the time the skits just peter out before they've even gotten started. The monkeys just walk off the scene. If even they don't want to be here, why am I watching this? So, is this like a protest movie? You know, 1, 2, 3, what are we fighting for? Because seriously, monkeys? Seriously? You are not equipped for this. The name of this movie should be The Monkeys In Way Over Their Head.
I can see the messages they try and shove at us every once in a while, but you still can't intersperse comedy and messages like that. Otherwise, it all gets lost in translation. Is it funny? Is it heartfelt? Is it serious? It's fucked up!
Something kept telling me I must. You must. I must. Oh, no!
Okay, that's actually kind of funny.
Alright, see, I get that symbolism. This movie is leaving us behind in the dust.
You know, I'm sure this means something, but I don't really care because Mickey's all hot and sweaty and naked. Wow.
Ew.
Quiet, isn't it, George Michael
What?
Dolan?
Oh.
Take that, corporate oppression.
This is Circle Sky. It's one of Michael Nesmith's songs and one of the few of Nesmith's own that he got to perform while part of the Monkees.
Hey, Paul, can you find anything redeemable at this scene?
Yeah, dude, check out the guitar. It's like a cherry white Gibson SG with triple gold-plated humbuckers.
Dork.
And then the Monkees' rabid fans rend the band limb from limb. Nesmith was later quoted in saying that the fans didn't care what part they took if they caught you. They would take teeth and hair and eyeballs if they could.
Gross. In fact, half the scenes in this movie are them dying or getting the crap beat out of them. I get that they were dealing with their issues with stardom, but wouldn't therapy have been more effective? This trippy, surrealist drug movie is a total downer.
Now, this song was Can You Dig It, and it's written by Peter Tork.
This one does sound rather Torquian.
It's alright.
Okay, so Davy Jones is a boxing violinist.
No. No, he's not either of those things.
I wonder if that violin really sounded.
Stay down, dummy! You're the dummy.
No, he's the dummy.
You're the dummy.
No, he's the dummy.
You are the dummy.
Mickey. I'm the dummy, Mickey.
Here's some behind-the-scenes trivia. They wrote that scene because Peter Tork always played the stupid one, which was totally not who he was in real life, and he always had problems with playing the dummy on the show.
Wow. Thanks, Roses. That piece of insider trivia makes the scene too depressing for words.
Stop that! It's silly.
It's not silly enough is the problem.
But sir, we were just looking for David Jones. David Jones? Who's David Jones? Thanks, guys.
Alright. Good musical number, everybody. Good work. Good work.
Okay, this is Daddy's song, written by Harry Nilsson. Yeah, Nilsson, the guy responsible for Lion the Coconut. The song itself is very dark in content, about a boy being abandoned by his father, but the melody is very poppy and happy. Davy's dance partner in this segment is choreographer Tony Basil, who also sang the most annoying song ever released, Mickey.
I hate that song.
Song was pretty wide.
Is that Frank Zappa?
Yeah, you see that, you stupid critics of 1968? Even Zappa liked the Monkees, so suck it!
Roses!
Much time for your music. You should spend more time on it because the youth of America depends on you to show the way.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Monkeys is the craziest.
What the living hell is going on?
I wish I could tell you. I got nothing. I got nothing.
Guys, I'm sure this all has a really, really great explanation.
I seriously doubt it.
It does not.
Alright, very good. Look, you're supposed to be dandruff, fellas. Will you work at it?
Okay. At some point, they had to have looked at the script and said, wow, we wrote a scene where we're all flakes of dandruff. We must have been on some pretty powerful stuff. Now let's write the real script.
More trivia. The material used for the hair was actually really sharp, and whenever the Monkees jump in, they would come out all scratched and bloody.
Oh, good. Well, at least they had fun making the movie.
Okay, Vic, that should be it for today. Thank you.
What does it mean? It doesn't make any fucking sense.
What does that mean? What does this mean? What does any of this mean?
I don't know. I just don't know.
Peter, what are you doing?
Hey, Peter, what's with this?
Okay, so this is a reference to the fact that during the sitcom, the monkeys were known to get very rowdy on set. So the creators built them a black box for them so that when the monkeys got out of order, they could go sit in there, get high, play music, and there was a red light that lit up inside the box whenever they were needed.
Wow, pop stars told by their record company to literally stay in their box. It's a new one on me.
Unless we pay it tremendous attention, begins to separate us from the reality of the now.
Okay, Miss Monkey's expert, what is Peter telling us here?
Well, what Peter is trying to tell us here, and really try to convey right here in this scene,
Observe
I actually don't really know what he's trying to say here. It's just a bunch of stoner gibberish.
where there is clarity.
I'll show you how to get out of this box. You want to get out of this box? This is how you get out.
Okay, so in this scene, the monkeys are having a grand old time at a party, but Mike is not having any fun. This could be representative of Mike's disgust that welled up over the duration of the monkey sitcom. Mike was the most affected by not being able to play his own music.
But ask me, how does it feel?
How does it feel?
I'll tell you how it feels. I don't like it, that's how it feels. Happy birthday.
Ha!
And I'll tell you something else, too. The same thing goes for Christmas.
Jeez, cheer up, Sleepy Jean.
Now, how about them apples?
Seems like a very morose take on some of the plots from the sitcom, except instead of possibly getting into trouble, they could be torn to bits by what looks like a shredder. Unlike the sitcom, the monkeys don't avoid trouble in the end. Instead, it just shows them jumping off a bridge. Prozac now.
So is it safe to say we've come full circle?
Oh, stop whoring yourself.
No.
Yep, we're right back where we started. And it all makes sense now. You see, the jet engine that crushed Donnie Darko's house was sucked through the time loop, so Donnie had... I don't know where I'm going with this.
And we get one more reprise of the Porpoise song.
I think they made the movie bad on porpoise.
The song repeats the chant, goodbye, 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 which is really poignant. This really was the end of the monkeys' careers. They're taken away in a tank by a director, and it's uncertain as to what happens to the monkeys after they're carted away.
Good times. Where's my noose?
So, that was Head. This movie tanked at the box office, but nowadays it's looked at as a cult classic. You guys didn't seem to like it very much. I guess it's not one of my favorites either.
Well, it's when you watch a movie starring the monkeys, you go into it expecting a comedy, but any attempt at serious satire is ruined by making people that think they're just jokes that are falling flat or just fatal.
It's not a worthless movie, I wouldn't say that. I think it's got its moments. I actually kind of respect what they wanted to do with it, but this film, it really only makes sense if you accept the idea that the monkeys were a bunch of talentless, shit-licking losers, and ironically enough, that's not a view that's been borne out by history. They made the Monkeys movie for people who hate the monkeys.
And screw those people.
Jesus fuck, Roses.
And in the end, while Head does have its fans, it's ultimately not what you think of when you think of the Monkeys. If you like trippy drug movies, watch this movie. But if you like the Monkeys, you'd be better off with this.
Oh, and our good time starts and ends without dollar one to spend. But how much, baby, do we really need? Cheer up, sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen?
going on?
It's obvious. I got nothing.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't have an explanation for everything.
Why? Just tell us why, Roses. Why have you done this? What is this? I don't want to do this anymore.
Careful, don't tear down my sheet.
Oh.